Hey, welcome to this week's episode of English Vocabulary with me, Teacher Tiffany. Now, in this week's episode, I am going to teach you 5 terms related to eco-friendly tech. As an English learner, you want to speak English fluently and with confidence. So you must speak about various topics, including eco-friendly tech. So my friend, are you ready? Well then, let's jump right in. Now, our very first term is green building. Good. Again, after me, green building. Excellent. Last time after me, green building. Good job. Now, the question is, what is a green building? So this term green building refers to a building designed, constructed, and operated to minimize its environmental impact and maximize energy efficiency. So a building that is built in order to benefit or help the environment as opposed to harming the environment, right? So we call this a green building. Check out this example sentence. Green buildings use sustainable materials and energy efficient technologies. Green building. So I want to give you 3 situations in which this term green building can be used. The first one is a home renovation. I want you to think about a family, and this family is deciding to install energy efficient windows and solar panels as they are renovating their house, and they want to reduce their energy bills. They like their home, but they want to renovate, and they realize as they're renovating, hey, we can reduce our energy bills if we turn this into more of a green building by getting energy efficient windows and solar panels. Makes sense, right? Excellent. All right. Here's the second situation in which you can use green building. Office design. Think about a company, and this company is moving into a new office space. Now, this new office space features natural lighting, living walls, meaning there are plants on the wall that are kind of going up the wall as they grow, and rainwater collection systems. This new office space is amazing, and it's a green building. Lots of natural light coming in from the windows. The walls have plants on them that are climbing up the wall like vines. Beautiful living walls, or maybe a moss wall, and then rainwater collection systems. You got it? Yes. All right. Here's our third situation using the term green building. A community center. I want you to think about a neighborhood, and a neighborhood with individuals working together to create a community center. But they're creating this community center using recycled materials and sustainable building practices. Again, they want to create a green building, a building that uses recycled materials. Makes sense, right? Excellent. So again, our first term, green building. Now, our next term is a longer one. So I want you to repeat after me. Here it is. Carbon capture and storage, or CCS. Go for it. Good. Again, carbon capture and storage. Good. Last time after me. Carbon capture and storage. Excellent. All right. Now, this is a term, again, referring to our topic, eco-friendly tech. So, carbon capture storage refers to a technology that captures carbon dioxide emissions from large point sources, such as power plants, and stores them to prevent their release into the atmosphere. So imagine a large power plant, and it's emitting all of this carbon dioxide. Well, a carbon capture and storage system will actually get that carbon dioxide and store it so it won't be released into the atmosphere. Make sense? Excellent. All right. Here is the example sentence. CCS, remember the short abbreviation, can help to reduce greenhouse gas emissions from fossil fuel power plants. All right? So let's figure out three situations. I want to give you three situations in which carbon capture and storage, or CCS, can be applied, or where we see it used in the situation. Here we go. Situation number one, power plant upgrades. I want you to think about a local power station, and this local power station decides to install CCS, again, carbon capture and storage, CCS technology in order to reduce its environmental impact while continuing to provide reliable electricity. This power station wants to reduce its impact on the environment. You got it? Yes. Situation number two, factory emissions. I want you to think about a manufacturing plant, and this manufacturing plant wants to implement CCS in order to comply with the new environmental regulations while still maintaining their production levels. CCS is important in this situation. And the third situation, a research project. Think about a university team, and this university team is developing, let's say, a more affordable CCS solution. And this solution is going to be able to be used by smaller businesses. This research project is going to help small business owners. Make sense? Yes, excellent. So once again, our second term, carbon capture and storage, or CCS. Now let's move to our third term, biomimicry. Good. Again, biomimicry. Excellent. Last time after me. Biomimicry. Great job. All right. What does this term biomimicry actually mean? This term biomimicry just refers to the design and production of materials, structures, and systems that are modeled after biological entities and processes. These things are modeled after what already occurs in nature, what already occurs naturally. For example, let's say a scientist is researching different plants, and a scientist is studying the formation of this plant and the petal, the structure, and then takes that research and applies it to something else that is going to be created. This is called biomimicry. So here's the first example sentence. Biomimicry can inspire innovative solutions to engineering challenges. All right. So let's check out three example situations using this term biomimicry. The first one is product design. Think about it. A company is trying to create a new water bottle, but they want the water bottle to mimic how desert beetles collect water from fog. And they want to do this, the company wants to do this because they want to help people in water scarce regions, in regions of the world where water is not as readily available as maybe in other areas. So the company is trying to create this water bottle that mimics how desert beetles collect water from fog. Biomimicry. Here's the second example situation. Building ventilation. Think about architects, and these architects are trying to design a building's cooling system, but they want to base it on a termite's mound. Termite mound structures that naturally regulate temperature. So these architects study the way that termites structure their mounds in order to create or build a better cooling system. Makes sense, right? Here's the third situation. Again, speaking about biomimicry, transportation. I want you to think about engineers, and these engineers are developing more fuel efficient trains. How are they doing it? By studying and applying the streamlined shape of kingfisher birds. Again, as they study the kingfisher bird, they're able to streamline the trains and make them more fuel efficient. This is an example, again, of biomimicry. You got it. All right, let's move on now to our fourth term. All right, our fourth term is electric vehicle, or EV. So after me, electric vehicle. Good. Again, electric vehicle. Excellent. Last time after me, electric vehicle. Great job. All right. So what is an electric vehicle? Now, I'm sure you probably know what an electric vehicle is, but now you know the term to connect to this topic. So here we go. Electric vehicle, or EV, is a vehicle that is propelled by one or more electric motors using energy stored in batteries. All right. We call this an electric vehicle. So, of course, as you know, Tesla or Rivians and many of the other popular companies like Lexus or BMW, they also have electric vehicles, Hondas. So electric vehicles are quite prevalent these days, right? All right, so we have electric vehicles. Here's the example sentence. Electric vehicles are becoming increasingly popular. Very true. Electric vehicles are becoming increasingly popular these days. So let's check out 3 situations in which electric vehicle, or EV, this term can be used. Situation number 1, daily commute. I want you to think about a person charging their EV overnight. Actually, my brother-in-law, he has a Tesla, and I stopped by their home the other day, and as I was walking in the door, I looked behind me and saw that he was charging his electric vehicle, his EV, overnight at home, and then planned to use it the next day, today, for his commute to work. Why? This saves money on fuel. So number 1, daily commute. Our second situation is a family road trip. Think about a family planning their vacation route, right? They want to plan their route so that they will have enough charging stations along their route, right? Experiencing a different kind of travel adventure. There are not as many EV charging stations as there are gas stations. So they have to plan their route for their trip, for their vacation, based on the charging stations and their availability. All right? Situation number 3. Delivery service. I want you to think about a local business, and this local business decides to switch their delivery fleet to electric vans. No longer gas-powered vans, electric vans. Why? They want to reduce their operating costs and promote their eco-friendly values. They're saving money on gas and promoting eco-friendly values. Make sense? Excellent. So again, our fourth term is electric vehicle, or EV. Now our fifth term, again, speaking about eco-friendly tech, is hydrogen fuel cell. Good. Again, after me, hydrogen fuel cell. Excellent. Last time after me, hydrogen fuel cell. Excellent job. What is a hydrogen fuel cell? So, a hydrogen fuel cell refers to a device that generates electricity by combining hydrogen and oxygen. That's what it is. A device that generates electricity by combining hydrogen and oxygen. We call this a hydrogen fuel cell. Now, when we get to the example situations, you'll understand this term even more. But let me give you one example sentence first. Here's the sentence. Hydrogen fuel cells can be used to power vehicles and stationary power plants. So hydrogen fuel cells are used to power vehicles. Let me give you 3 example situations using hydrogen fuel cell. Situation number 1, public transportation. Think about a city introducing hydrogen fuel cell buses, EVs, that only emit water vapor, which improves air quality in congested areas. They don't have to worry anymore. In this area, only hydrogen fuel cell buses are allowed, and they only emit water vapors. Makes sense, right? Okay, here's the second example situation. Warehouse operations. Think about a distribution center, and they decide to replace traditional forklifts with hydrogen fuel cell models that can be refueled in minutes. No longer taking the time needed to put the gas or to get anything for that outside of hydrogen fuel cell models needing things that can be given to it in minutes, saving time. All right, and our third situation is backup power. Think about a hospital installing hydrogen fuel cells as a clean, reliable backup power source during emergencies and outages. And that can happen during a hurricane or a storm. So a hospital can use hydrogen fuel cells as backup power. Makes sense, right? So again, our fifth term, hydrogen fuel cell. Now, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope you enjoyed these terms. And remember, they'll help you speak English fluently and confidently. Don't forget as well, if you want to receive daily English vocabulary emails from me from Sunday to Friday with 5 new words every day, totally for free, all you have to do is go to www.dailyenglishvocabulary.com. Again, www.dailyenglishvocabulary.com and sign up for my free email newsletter. And I'll talk to you in the next lesson.